Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike here with the watch list video for Wednesday, November 8th. Last minute today, I was called upon to watch my 2-year-old grandson. It all came down to me. There was nobody else available, so I did it. So I did not trade. But have you ever met a 2-year-old that can just literally, have some toys and just entertain themselves for hours on end? Because this kid ain't that one. All right, he ain't that one. So I didn't get to look at my screen. So anyway, I did glance at chat. I actually Googled the word thanks to, not Google. I did a search of the word thanks from the chat room to see if somebody was thanking someone else for a call, and I just found BMRN Nick D or Matt D. Sorry, what a surprise! I'm tired. If you can't tell, I'm tired. Matt D gave BMRN 83.50 ID, and it went to 86.50, so a $3 move. I think I calculated the stop was probably 80 cents below, which makes sense on an $83 stock. But a nice call there by Matt. Again, he seems to make every highlight video, so and there's the daily of it, right? I'll show you the 5-minute candle if you weren't in chat. Looks like it was basically topped out at 83.48 on the opening candle on the gap up. So the long was just through the half right at the high of day, and it looked like it worked right away. I'm sure you all had many other trades. I didn't take the time to look through chat. That's the first one I found, and I wanted to have at least one highlight. I'll probably hear about some nice trades tomorrow. But anyway, hang on one sec. I'm determined to put this up in every video. I always try to remember to do that, just in case somebody's watching my video for the first time, right? So there you go. Pause it and read that if you want. Here are the stocks that I'll be watching tomorrow, hoping to catch an intraday setup in them. You guys know I don't hold anything overnight, which was part of that thing I just put up there. Anyway, CDIO. Looks like it had some nice news. Pretty small float, too, for a stock of that price. Certainly worth watching tomorrow. Big move today. LIFW. I always catch hell when I say something like, I want to watch this for a possible third day play, but there's a lot of bag holders in it. Invariably, somebody will attack me on social media and say you don't understand bag holders, and my reply is always you don't understand bag holders, because this thing traded 64 million shares yesterday, and there's the horizontal line where it closed today. So I would argue most people long are underwater, hence bag holders. That's my definition of it. Anyway, I like third day plays when the second day is sort of in the middle range or near the high of the previous day. You don't really have that here, but it's still, it's still a stock that made a huge move and put in a kind of a quiet red day. So I'm still going to call it for a possible third day play. All right. LMND. This was one of my favorites. I talked about this. After this gap up, I said I want to watch this all week. Looking at fives, I'm kind of upset. It looks like it would have been, there's the opening candle. So a nice red to green there. I don't know if anyone called that, but look at that move right after that. That's what I mean about having recent high flyers on watch as they break through that open after initial sell-off. Beautiful. I hope some of you got that. I'm still going to keep it on watch, but that would have been a trade for me had I seen it in time, because this is one of the most interesting stocks to me lately. Carvana CVNA had this big pop. A lot of shorts in it in an inside day. Let me give you some numbers. Today's high, 34.48. And then a couple days ago, 35 even. So maybe through 34.50 tomorrow, that could be enough to push us through that whole number 35 and maybe a squeeze. We'll see. JELD I've never heard of, but had a nice volume spike today and a pretty strong close. We're going to watch that one. SEAT, kind of the same thing. Big volume, strong close. Let me pan out a little bit here. Whoops, you can get a kind of better look at the overall chart. So those two I've never heard of before. GEO is extended. It looks like it gapped down, I think, on earnings and had this massive engulfing candle. So I would argue, hey, it needs to rest for a day or two, but certainly showing some strength today. So that one's going to be on a chart for the next few days. UIS, now I'm going to zoom back in a little bit. Nice gap up and a pretty strong close. That was on the morning gap playlist today. ALDX broke above that recent high today and went out at the high, so maybe continues tomorrow. TRKA had big volume starting back here, and it went sideways and another push. Anyway, yesterday's high $1.69. Today's high, $1.65. So you've got a nice inside day with a couple stacked catalysts. So that one I like. HOWL, I don't know. It's you could argue it's sort of loosely flagging after that big pop a few days ago. CUTR, nice volume today. Good support below from the last week or so, and kind of trying to break out here. I think there's a big short interest in that one, if I'm not mistaken. NEO, nice strong day. Maybe back through 17 tomorrow. We'll see if it gives an A+ setup. Beyond had a nice pop. BYND was Beyond Meat. Had a nice pop, and now it's kind of flagging, maybe starting to curl back up. A lot of shorts in that one. And then lastly, REAL is gapping in after hours. Closed at 161, and right now it's trading at, after hours still open for another hour, trading at $1.90-ish. So all the way up here. So certainly worth watching tomorrow if it's still gapping as a morning gap play. That's it for me. I will see everybody in the chat room in the morning. Have a great night.